So today we're going to talk a little bit about plant maintenance. Just to remind you, your dahlias are probably getting pretty tall by now. If you don't have some type of a corral system or just some type of supports for your dahlias, you should definitely do that. With the winds and everything, dahlia plants can snap quite easily in high winds. So make sure they have good support. At this time, your dahlias are probably pretty tall, and it's sometimes a good idea to give them a little bit of ventilation. They have plenty of leaves at this time, so we want to make sure that if you've planted them quite close together, like we do, we plant ours 12 inches apart, that you go ahead and remove some of the leaves at the bottom of the plant. Here's one that I've already removed some of the leaves, and this just helps with airflow. Dahlias are susceptible to powdery mildew, so the more you can do to increase the airflow underneath your plants, the better and healthier they will be. We'll go over, and I haven't done this to all the dahlia plants yet, so we'll go over to some and I'll show you how to remove the leaves. Okay. At this point in time, you can see that this dahlia plant has plenty of leaves in order to photosynthesize. It really doesn't need these leaves at the bottom of the plant, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them to give better airflow, and you just grab the leaves and pull down and they'll snap right off. And I'm kind of removing any dead leaves around the plant as well. And this just gives the plant better airflow. Dahlias are susceptible to powdery mildew, so the more you can do to increase the airflow around the plant, the better. So I'm just going along and pulling down on the leaves, and they snap right off. And that will give your dahlia plant some better airflow. Now, if you've had any kind of hailstorm or damage to your plant, I wouldn't do this just because, you want to keep as many leaves as possible on the plant so it can photosynthesize. Okay. The other thing that we do for our dahlias at this time is we do regular walkthroughs to make sure there are no pests, no beetles, no grasshoppers. The way that we prevent them from marring or harming the dahlia blooms is we put organza bags over each bloom, and that way they're perfect in order for us to supply people for weddings or to give to florists. And then once the bloom opens, we can go and remove the dahlia bag or the organza bag and harvest the dahlias. We don't use any kind of chemical sprays or insecticides on our dahlia plants, so this is a good way to prevent the pests from destroying it. But you still want to walk through and make sure that you pick off any bugs and get rid of them. And that way your dahlias will stay healthy, free of disease, and not be bothered by pests.